Hello and welcome to Java with Jim. I'm Jim Reese from Offit Kurman, joined here today with Will Tilburg, Executive Director of the Maryland Medical Cannabis Commission. Will, great to see you today on this somewhat gloomy day as it appears behind you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Jim. How are you doing today?
Doing
Appreciate having me on.
Hey, great to see you. Always a pleasure. So, Will, tell us about MMCC, we'll call it, Maryland Medical Cannabis Commission. What makes you guys different from other similar agencies or organizations in the cannabis industry?
Sure. As the name indicates, MMCC is the agency that regulates cannabis, medical cannabis specifically within the state of Maryland. Likely makes us different from any other agency or organization that you have interviewed is we're about to be eliminated. So right now, the General Assembly is considering implementation of adult use cannabis, and as part of that, whenever it passes, the Medical Cannabis Commission is eliminated, and the staff here, including myself, will transition to the newly formed and expanded Alcohol, Tobacco, and Cannabis Commission to regulate an expanded medical and adult use program that we'll have here beginning in July.
Oh, shocker alert. So everything under one umbrella?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right. Um, well, that's hot news right off the press. Will, when it comes to the MMCC, and you can tell us how long you guys have been in existence, but what are you most proud of?
Sure. So the program first started in 2014. I joined as the legislative director in 2018, and then in 2020 was named the executive director. I think what I'm most proud of for the program and organization is the program itself. I mean, we see every day the positive impact that cannabis has on the lives of patients, alleviating chronic pain, assisting with seizure disorders, folks that are struggling with chemotherapy and other cancer treatments. The drug helps Marylanders, and right now is helping more than 160,000 Maryland residents, and that's our current patient population. So you see on a daily basis the impact that it has. The impact is due to all the stakeholders. So the great businesses we have, legislators that are engaged on this issue, and then the dedicated staff here at MMCC that really has developed collectively one of the best programs in the country. I want to put a plug in. We actually just got rated as the best medical cannabis program in the country by Americans for Safe Access, which is the largest cannabis patient and provider organization, and within that received top marks for product safety and laboratory testing. So that is to say that the medicine coming from Maryland, you can be rest assured that it's lab tested and high quality, and we're very proud of that.
Wow. So congrats to you and your staff there. That's fabulous. That is really something. Thank you for sharing that with us. So the MMCC is going to be eliminated, as you just alluded to. I'm not sure what the wind down looks like, but tell us what the wind down looks like and what the next 6 months look like for you and the MMCC and your staff.
I would imagine a lot of coffee and not a lot of sleep. When the bill that we were discussing, when it takes effect here in April, in the month ahead, sometime, whenever the governor signs it, it takes immediate effect. So the commission's eliminated, the staff transition, then we're in charge of having to develop new regulations, new laws for an expanded medical and adult use market, standing up a new industry, and conducting a new round of licensing, all while adding probably 30 to 40 staff members to deal with the additional workload. So we're quite literally building the plane while we're flying it, and it's sure to be an exciting year ahead.
Yeah, that's for sure. Anything else you'd like to share about the upcoming transition for MMCC to a federal entity?
Federal entity? Did you give us all a promotion?
I
I'm
don't
going to
know.
work for the federal government now. No. So with the transition, there is a lot of work, but there's also a lot of economic opportunity
You just froze.
Oh,
That's all right. You know what? Should we scrap that? We can
yeah.
edit that. Let's
Okay.
edit this. We'll edit this out. Aaron, who will be editing this, let's edit this out and go to the next question.
I guess that was my internet. I don't know. Hopefully we can get the last one in here.
Yeah, no worries. So Will, this is my fun question, my favorite question. What do most people watching this not know about you?
It's a loaded question, Jim. A lot
Yeah.
of places that you could take that. I'll go with that. I'm a huge history nerd. So any era, any part of the world. Right now, I'm listening to the history of Rome that follows the history of the Roman Empire for over several hundred years. And I think that the history nerd in me, it does impact my daily work. When I joined MMCC, I did a deep dive and a lot of learning about the history of cannabis and the history of cannabis criminalization in the United States. And that's very impactful for our work to see the negative effects that criminalization have had on society as a whole and communities of color in particular. And it gives extra to purpose to the work that we do here at MMCC and the work ahead with adult use legalization. To correct some of those wrongs and provide broad economic opportunities for all Marylanders.
Well, that is an interesting fact about you, and you can never get enough history because history is really so important to understanding everything about the world and about where we are now and where we might be going. So kudos to you. That's awesome. Will, been great. It's been great talking to you today. Really appreciate your time, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you around sometime soon. So you take care, and thanks for joining me on the show today.
All right, Jim. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right. Bye.